Welcome to Cosmic Scene with Jill Jardine. I'm your host, Jill Jardine, Master's in Counseling Psychology, professional astrologer, psychic healer, and yogi. In this episode, I'm going to share my astrological update for October 2024. Welcome to eclipse season. Stay tuned till the end of the episode when I give my sun sign predictions for each zodiac sign. Hey listeners, I want to remind you to support Cosmic Scene with Jill Jardine podcast. You can do that by going on to www.buzzsprout.com/958528/support. This will be in the show notes. Welcome to the episode on the astrology of October 2024. Stay tuned until the end of the episode when I give my sun sign forecast for each zodiac sign. I will share the key dates and astrological activities during the month of October, and then go back and give more details. At its onset, October's octave is amped up with a new Moon Solar Eclipse in Leo on October 2nd, stirring the witch's brew. Jupiter goes retrograde in Gemini, causing communication confusion on October 9th while making for mixed messaging. Pluto plunges direct on October 11th, saying it's go time to wrap up this outworn Capricorn paradigm. Mercury slinks into Scorpio on October 13th, stirring up spooky scenarios, especially at the Aries Full Moon on October 17th. Here are the key dates in October 2024. On October 2nd, it's a new Moon Solar Eclipse in Libra. October 9th, Jupiter goes retrograde in Gemini until February 4th, 2025. On October 11th, Pluto goes direct in Capricorn, where it will be until November 19th. From the 13th of October through the 2nd of November, Mercury transits Scorpio. On October 17th, we have an Aries full moon. From October 17th to November 11th, Venus transits Sagittarius, and October 22nd, the Sun enters Scorpio. October opens with bewitching and beguiling Libra energies deep into eclipse season. Then the planetary play is active, with Pluto going direct on the 11th, followed by Mercury merging into spooky Scorpio on the 13th, preparing us to howl at the amplified Aries super full moon on October 17th. The Sun transits into Scorpio on the 22nd, and the energies intensify even more. Until October 22nd, we will have to work on finding continual balance amidst the chaos out there. As I tape this on September 29th, a few days before the solar eclipse on October 2nd, we are already feeling the ecliptic energy seeping in and adding to the mix from the lunar eclipse, which occurred in mid-September. There's a free-floating anxiety in the air. People have been feeling off. Health symptoms have arisen for many as a result of the lunar eclipse that happened on September 17th because it activated the Virgo-Pisces polarity, which is the health and service axis. Virgo rules traditional allopathic medicine, where Pisces rules energy medicine, spiritual healing, and other forms. So we're seeing everybody having what I call ascension symptoms coming to the surface. But of course, go see your medical practitioners to get clarification and make sure it's not just energy or old patterns releasing, because it can be anything or everything, as the eclipses bring everything to the surface for healing and feeling. So what's happening in October, we're going to switch from Virgo Pisces, although I need to remind listeners that these eclipses are in play until the next eclipse cycle kicks in March of 2025. And remember, the eclipse fallout is very strong for the month, 2 months to 3 months after the eclipses. So we'll be feeling this energy through the end of 2024. When it comes to the Libra eclipse, it's all about staying in balance, finding ways to keep grounded. There'll be a lot of as I said, chaotic energies flying around. Also, lots that make people pop into their head and disconnect. So stay in your body. Make sure in the whole month of October you get out in nature to ground, walk, and bask in the beautiful fall foliage. Take time to connect to your body and soul. Breathe, do yoga or exercise, meditate, pray, whatever it takes to find your equilibrium and balance your mind. Listen to music, dance, raise your vibration. Keep boundaries with those people, situations, and information that can distract or disturb your peace of mind. Now, these are my recommendations, not only for the eclipse that comes on the 2nd, but all month of October as the energies are intensifying. And what I'm seeing is that it's really easy to be in the head. Now, that can be with your own headspace, whatever you're working through, or being distracted by everything out there. So try to limit what you're watching, or as we always say when we are in air signs, Gemini, which is in late May or early June, Libra, late September, early October, and Aquarius, late January into February. With the air signs, it's always important to watch what you're taking in to your mind, into your space, into your head space, what you're digesting or swallowing regarding information. So be discriminating and discerning where you put your time and energy. Now, because Libra is the sign of the other, there may be a lot of distractions or demands coming to us from others, from other people. And remember what Voltaire said, hell is other people. But I think it's better to come into the Libra loving heart and compassion. But again, be careful how much you take on, that you're going to have your bucket full with your own stuff. So how much can you hold in your bandwidth for others? If you're in a role of parent or partner, of course, you always will take on for others. But again, we all may feel a little bit on overload during October. And if you didn't feel the mid-September lunar eclipse, you get another ecliptic wave to surf at the solar eclipse on October 2nd in Libra. The Libra pendulum swings erratically back and forth, seeking peace at the eclipse because Mercury, Sun, Moon, and South Node are all traveling through, negotiating possible outcomes. Stay balanced, be kind, and don't get swept into the Libra whirlwind of he said, she said. Libra is the peacekeeper and wants these worldwide conflicts to calm down. There may be more diplomatic efforts to bring about peace in war-torn countries. We can hope and pray for that. We need to be the peace we want to see in the world. The new moon solar eclipse amplifies the theme of revelations, relationships, and exposing secrets. Relationships may start unraveling or unravel more. We must maintain our balance at this time despite the precariousness of situations. The archetype of Libra rules all things related to love, relationship, balance, harmony, justice, air, communication, and connection. There could be some weird stuff with air travel during this eclipse. Major decisions may be made from the rule of justice. Watch your communications and messaging during this eclipse, as others may be more sensitive and misinterpret your meanings. Solar eclipses are a new moon. In this case, the sun and moon are there in Libra, also with Mercury and South Node. But because they are eclipsed, especially this one, the sun is eclipsed, and it is a South Node eclipse, K2, which is more about release and loss. So people could be experiencing losses of sorts, because with the South Node, or K2, as it's called in Vedic astrology, it's the thief. It likes to take things away. And it's the body of the demon or serpent, where Rahu, the lunar eclipse, was a North Node eclipse in September, which is very much the head of the demon. So it's really important to be in our body and take occupation of our physical reality. So, with this solar eclipse occurring in the sign Libra, we may see many relationships undergoing big changes. Libra also rules negotiation, diplomacy, peace, and balance. The Sabian symbol for this new moon at 10 degrees Libra is, quote, having passed safely through narrow rapids, a canoe reaches calm waters. The keynote is the self-control and poise necessary to reach a steady state of inner stability. So important at this time. Keep your self-control and poise despite what other things are happening out there in your life, in the world in general, in your own mind. Here, according to Dane Rudar, this is all now I'm quoting, the Sabian symbol comes from his book, An Astrological Mandala, and here's some more from that book. Here, we are dealing essentially with the emotional life and its crises. The inner revelation, which brought about dramatic confrontations, can now be meditated upon as it is reflected on the calm waters of the mind. A key word one may use for this symbol is relief. So it seems like something may come up that's a revelation of sorts that could have some drama around it, and we're being asked to stay calm. Be calm and carry on. Stay in the calm waters of the mind, not the turbulent waters. This Sabian symbol has also been called the, quote, risky business symbol, which means something big is at risk, and navigating through it may feel dire or tumultuous, with the end result not being clear as one has to make it to the other side. One has to remain calm and poised to ride the rough waves and get through the storm. The Libra-like qualities of equanimity, peace, and balance are necessary during this eclipse window to reach calm water. And again, the eclipses are a date, but this theme of calm equanimity, despite tumultuous energies hitting, goes on for the next couple months, for sure. And this can really be applied to the U.S. presidential race leading up to the election in November. And this is also, there's one more new moon before the election on November 4th. That new moon is the new moon in Scorpio, which occurs on November 1st. And I'll speak about that in our November Astro update to be released at the end of October. But this new moon is asking that we stay cool and calm. So, during the first week of October at the eclipse and for the weeks after, it is important to practice everything I suggested early in the episode to maintain your peace of mind and keep yourself in balance. There will be so much swirling around in early October that it's important to stabilize and not collude with chaotic currents. Mercury will stay in Libra, desperately seeking equilibrium despite the mixed messaging, media mania, and other mercurial distractions. It's very interesting time now to see what will show up in the media during October. Lots of secrets are revealed and people may be exposed. Solar eclipses force growth. And as I have mentioned in earlier podcasts, and if you haven't listened, I did release a podcast on these fall eclipses in September. So go back and listen to that specifically about solar eclipses. So solar eclipses activate one sign of the zodiac because the sun and moon are together in that one sign. In this case, it's Libra. So if you're a Libra, you have planets located there, you will certainly feel it. But we all have Libra somewhere in our natal chart, as it will rule one of our 12 houses. So contact your astrologer to get the scoop and have a reading at jilljardineastrology.com/shop. After the new moon eclipse is over, when the moon leaves Libra and transits into Scorpio on October 4th, there will still be the sun, Mercury, and South Node traveling through Libra. The key is to stay in balance as Mercury moves through the ups and downs of the Libra scales. Keep things light and positive because Mercury transits into Serpentine Scorpio on October 13th, and things might get more intense. Mercury morphs into the psychopomp, opening the portals to scorpionic, seductive, spookish scenarios. Pluto pulses direct in Capricorn on October 11th, giving us the green light to move forward with career, business plans, and pursuing our dharma, which is life purpose. Pluto pushes forward in Capricorn, wrapping up the past 14 years of karma while it transited through Capricorn. Be prepared for some big news or announcements in the media from October 11th through the 17th. And even after that, probably for the week after that, things will pop at the full moon on the 17th as well. And this will all concern the collective. We are all preparing for the big Aquarian enhancements in our society and personal lives that kick in for 20 years beginning on November 19th. Are you interested in natural health and regenerative healing? Do you want to work with vibration to heal your body? Check out this patented wearable light technology at www.lifewave.com/JillJar. LifeWave is a company that has patches that you wear. So it's not transdermal, you're not taking anything in. And what these patches do, they activate your body's light. It's called biomodulation. And that light is activated, your body starts producing GHK, copper peptides, which in turn activates stem cell production. That's right. So wearing these patches will regenerate your body, reflects your body's light back into your tissues, and you become more vital, energized, reduce pain, inflammation, improvement of sleep, increase strength are all possibilities. Other benefits could be hair quality, rapid wound healing, mental clarity, increased joy and stamina, your skin appearance and wrinkles could go away. Again, all probable and possible depending on your chemistry. Others have enjoyed increased sports performance and recovery and restored muscle or skeletal conditions. Check it out at lifewave.com/JillJar and order yours today. Hang on to your hats. The heat is about to get turned up at the super full moon in Aries on October 17th. Ruh-roh, this is falling near my own natal moon in Aries. Forewarned is forearmed. I think that's why I got into astrology. I'll be saying a lot of mantras that third week in October, and I invite you to go back and listen to all my mantra podcasts and find some for yourself to chant. At full moons and new moons, it's always good to chant Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha Ganesha, remove the obstacles, especially at solar eclipses, by the way. So early October, and then Durga is very protective. Divine Mother, Om Dum Durgaye Namaha. So fire it up at the fiery Aries full moon. October full moon occurs in Aries with the sun in Libra on October 17th, right after Pluto goes direct. Aries is a fiery full moon, stirring up the cauldron of collective unease and discontent. Sun transits through Libra for 5 days after this full moon, seeking to stabilize and keep things in balance. This hunter moon, also known as the sanguine moon or blood moon, lights up and ignites October. As we sow, so shall we reap. Mercury and Pluto are transiting direct at this full moon. Aries full moon triggers the Aries-Libra polarity of self versus others. Moon in Aries is impulsive and less restrained and can be selfish or self-absorbed. Tempers will run high, and there may be some chaotic event that is triggered around this full moon, as I mentioned earlier. Full moons always bring things to culmination, and Aries and Libra is the axis of self, Aries, versus other, Libra. So this could be a contentious full moon for some. So remember to simmer down now. The Sabian symbol for the degree of the super full hunter moon is 25 degrees of Aries. And it is, quote, the possibility for man to gain experience at 2 levels of being. This was written a long time ago, before we had politically correct human stand in for man. So it's the possibility for humans to gain experience at 2 levels of being. The keynote is the revelation of new potentialities. In some unspecified way, The symbol is a guarantee that man, we say human, can operate successfully at 2 levels of consciousness. Well, we know that, right? Be open, be able and willing to shape your translucent mind in the form revealing spiritual fulfillment. And you will be able to experience life and power on inner as well as outer planes. Humans can only truly experience what we deeply believe we can experience. Unquote from Dane Rudard's An Astrological Mandala. So, this Sabian symbol is very inspiring to me because it speaks of several things. It speaks to manifestation, what we think we can create, but it also speaks to being multidimensional. I do speak about and believe about living in higher dimensional realities, like the 5th dimension, beyond the 3rd dimension, polarized one we see playing out in our world currently. And also this symbol speaks to the phrase, be in the world, but not of it, which I think is great advice for this last full moon before the presidential election in the U.S. and all the hullabaloo that will come with it. The next full moon will be in Taurus with the sun in Scorpio on November 15th, which will be several weeks after the election date. But I think that date of the full moon, November 15th through November 19th, when Pluto goes into Aquarius, might be the time when the election results are finalized, because I don't think they will be until the 3rd week of November. But we'll wait and see. What do I know? I'm only a psychic astrologer who's had a pretty good accurate rate, but we'll see. If things are clearing, that's good, and it gets resolved in an easier way and earlier, we'll all be happy. We're moving forward. But let's see. So, despite what seemingly looks like strife and fire situations out there, we must raise our frequencies to those higher emotional set points of love, peace, and bliss, which are the keynotes of the Libra sun. The sun moves out of Libra into Scorpio on October 22nd, joining psychopomp Mercury, opening those portals of Scorpionic, seductive, bookish scenarios, helping Mercury the messenger get down and dirty. Scorpio season slides in as the sun transits into the serpent's lair, deepening the eclipse fallout. Money and sex are on everyone's mind with the scorpionic influx of planets.
Ooh la la!
Scandals seep out into public awareness. The ecliptic fallout is brewing and stewing under Scorpio sun during late October into early November. Happy Scorpio moon and happy Scorpio new moon on November 1st. Halloween is a Scorpio moon. Happy Halloween, happy Day of the Dead, happy All Souls Day. Stay tuned for the astrological forecast for your sun sign for October 2024. It's a great time to book a reading. So check out my website, jilljardineastrology.com/shop, and pick the kind of reading or service you would like. Welcome back to the part of the episode you've been waiting for. Zodiac sign forecasts for October 2024. Here we go. Libra. Tag, you're it, the celebrity guest at the eclipse party. Stay calm and carry on. Hopefully the solar eclipse won't mess with your birthday plans. Wait to celebrate until the 2nd or 3rd week in October. Do all those things I suggested earlier in the episode to maintain your delicate Libra balance and keep a peaceful frame of mind. Enjoy nature, move your body, exercise, listen to music, dance, and get out of your head and overthinking. And this too will pass. Your lucky days, Libra, are October 4th, 29th, and 30th. Scorpio. Psychic Scorpio can feel the disturbance in the force as the solar eclipse occurs in your 12th house of the hidden and karma. Something feels off, but you can't tell what it is, and you don't want to be the one yelling, "The sky is falling." But The shit could hit the fan at any moment, and you feel it. Early October is the karmic return of this past birth year, so complete any unfinished business and get ready to ride the Scorpio waves at the end of the month. Your lucky days, Scorpio, are October 5th and 6th, and happy Halloween hauntings with the Scorpio moon on October 31st. Sagittarius, at the Libra solar eclipse on October 2nd, your future forecasting is muted as you deal with relationship hiccups. Restrain from any overindulgences. Maintain your balance. And with your sign ruler Jupiter going retrograde on October 9th, you get to review, redo, and recalibrate. You are lit up at the Aries Full Moon on October 17th, feeding the fires of your creative flow. Your lucky days, Sag, are October 7th and 8th. Capricorn. Pluto pulses direct in Capricorn on October 10th, opening floodgates of possibilities and resources. You have a renewed sense of purpose and are ready to rock. Keep clearing up karmas and brace for a possible goodbye whammy at the Aries full moon on 9/17. You have one more month to go until Pluto says adios, Capricorn. Make the most of this time for Plutonian purging. Your lucky days, Capricorn, are October 9th, 10th, and 11th. Aquarius. Aquarius is amped up with all the Libra light blasting your way as the eclipse portals open new potentials. Pluto plunges forward, freeing you up to make headway in career and life plans. Work behind the scenes to launch your higher frequency rockets on November 19th when Pluto enters Aquarian airspace until 2044. Friendly Libra planets pulse peace, love, and understanding. Your lucky days, Aquarius, are October 11th, 12th, and 13th. Pisces, Saturn and Neptune retrograding through your sign all October gives flashbacks and swirls up the past. Resolve karmas the best you can and move on. Your sensitivities are heightened and you feel the witch's brew a stewing behind the scenes. Pull your attention away from out there and focus on in here. Bring it back to yourself with self-care, cultivating your sense of security and stability. When Pluto goes direct on the 11th, you feel a sense of relief and get down to business. Your lucky days, Pisces, are the 14th and 15th of October. Aries. Antsy Aries enters October out of sorts and annoyed by everyone at the solar eclipse. Libra planets force you to deal with relationship issues and clear some karmas to make way for a new path. Simmer down now and find an outlet for that frenzied fire so you won't blow a fuse. Prepare for your annual full moon in Aries on October 17th and let the love flow. Your lucky days, Aries, are October 16th and 17th. Taurus. Keep calm and carry on under ecliptic skies in early October. Focus on what is important to you. Tune in to Taurian simple pleasures and tune out all the chaos out there. Enjoy earthy delights such as nature, hiking, biking, gourmet food, and other creature comforts. Venus-ruled Libra provides socialization opportunities in early October. Then after October 22nd, the proverbial shit hits the fan with spooky spectacles from your zodiacal nemesis sign, Scorpio. Flexibility is required to deal with October's eerie antics. Your lucky days, Taurus, are October 18th and 19th. Gemini. All that frenetic Libra air triggers Gemini, and they may feel like a ping pong ball. Your head may be spinning, so you need to balance it with body-centered activities like massage, exercise, and ground yourself. Go sit on a rock, hug a tree, Gemini. Libra new moon eclipse reveals a surprising secret. Jupiter goes retrograde in your sign on the 9th, giving you time to relax and unwind in the coming months to integrate all that expansion and the new energies you have been experiencing. Your lucky days, Gemini, are October 20th and 21st. Cancer. Cancer's sensitivities are being stirred up at this solar eclipse. Keep setting boundaries. You may feel overwhelmed or exhausted at the eclipse and need to sleep or have downtime to integrate these new energies during early October. Like Taurus, seek creature comforts of food, warm blankets, and soothing scenarios for solace from the chaos out there. You'll be so happy you did come the Scorpio equinox on October 22nd. Your lucky days, Cancer, are October 22nd and 23rd. Leo. Leo is being in the blender and being stirred up, mostly in their own mind. So relax and take a break and pull back from everything out there. You may be looking to be released from obligations and responsibilities from others, at least just for early October. So find ways to make that happen. Try to have some fun, but be cautious at the Libra solar eclipse when some shadowy energies may emerge. You may get a brilliant idea to implement later in the year. Your lucky days, Leo, are October 24th and 25th. Virgo, you may feel overwhelmed in early October because chances are you have Libra planets. If you're a Virgo, your Mercury might be there, your Venus might be there, and they're getting triggered. And it seems like much is being expected of you. Try to stay balanced and slip in some self-care here and there. Libra planets in your money house may help you release what's been draining or leaking money and help you find some balance and stability. Scorpio time is very fruitful for you. That special someone may seek you out after October 22nd, and you feel so much more balanced, even though it's intense for others during Scorpio season starting on October 2nd. You may feel like you're getting to the heart of an issue or diving deeper into your own psyche. So go for it. Your lucky days, Virgo, are October 26th, 27th, and 28th. So remember to listen to this episode and listen to it again and share and subscribe and download. Remember to give us a 5-star review. This is Cosmic Scene with Jill Jardine, sending ecliptic revelations and soothing scenarios into the quantum field. Duh.